Five Out Basketball, 5 segments, 5 takes. This is the podcast for NBA conversations. This is 5 Out Basketball, and it starts in 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 long weeks, the band is back together. Welcome back to the 10th edition of the 5 Out Podcast. I am Joey LeMaster, joined by Everton Levy. First week, I was in St. Louis doing some coverage, and then Big Band's Everton was in Jamaica last week. Big ball in Everton. How was Jamaica?
Man, you can't go wrong with Jamaica, bro. The food was good. The weather was even better. Just everything, bro. It was just perfect. That's all I needed, bro.
Yeah, no, I was talking about at the start of the podcast. I went to Jamaica when I was in 8th grade on a cruise, and I had their jerk chicken, and it's something I've been looking for since that day. Because like I've tried it in the States. It's so trash. It's awful
not the
here.
same. It is not the same, bro.
So when you said you're in Jamaica, or when I saw it, I was heartbroken, man. Because Jamaica was my favorite vacation just for that jerk chicken.
I love that. I love to hear that. We'll go one of these days. When the money flow gets a little bit up, we'll make
If
that
you guys
vacation.
can like and subscribe, I will be going to Jamaica with Everton. So make sure y'all tap in. But yeah, 10 segments now, or 10 editions. We're in double digits now. So we're fully locked in. I'm excited. It's been a fun weekend of March Madness. So it's been hard to get the content out. But man, March Madness has been enjoyable. I can't speak for Everton, but I can just assume our brackets aren't going too hot.
Nah, I mean, for the most part, there's been a few teams that just decided they were gonna lose. Kentucky, or Nevada, whatever.
Dude,
But
man. That Nevada loss hurt a 26-4 run in the last 7 minutes. But for us being Rob Dillingham enjoyers, that Kentucky loss hurt so much.
oh my God.
I only had them going to the Sweet 16 because I knew that defense was going to be a worry. But man, losing to Oakland.
Shout out Jack, though.
Dude, that guy's nice. I was watching the highlight reel. Like 8 of those threes were contested. Like, how do you stop that?
Hey, future Miami Heat.
No, I was literally
in.
just gonna say, I'm not even joking. Like Miami Heat, like they're foaming out of the mouth. Like that's gonna
'cause
be their guy.
He literally said, "Oh, I'm not gonna be in the NBA, but I know." Hey, everybody was like, "Hey, Spo gonna have you averaging 20 in the playoffs."
Yeah.
I know it. 20
Dude,
in the ECF, bro.
it's gonna be him or Dalton Connect. Like I know Spoelstra's all
Easily.
over that.
Yeah, he's ready. He's locked in. He knows who he wants to draft for sure.
But we'll talk about March Madness in probably the next segment when we have a week to like break down what's happened so far. But we need to talk NBA. Playoffs are approaching. When it comes playoff time, that means it's gonna be the end of the regular season, which means we have some award predictions we need to do. We did this in one of our first segments, or one of our first episodes, and things have aged. Some takes are different. Some people are not as heavy favorites. Some people emerged out of nowhere. Injuries happened. It's the sport of the NBA. So Everton, I have 3 awards that I think are noteworthy to debate.
Okay.
Do you want to get into those right away, or should we just do the quick fire, the ones I don't think are debate worthy?
We can start with the quick ones just to get them out the way, and then we can get into the real ones, the ones that are more conversation worthy.
Okay, so before I say the names, I think the ones that I think are not worth a discussion are Sixth Man of the Year, Coach of the Year, and Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I didn't even, honestly, you just reminded me. I totally forgot about Sixth Man of the Year because I just haven't. The only person I've been thinking, we'll talk about that. But yeah, those 3 are definitely the ones that don't really need too much to break down. So yeah, I agree.
And then there's also Clutch Play of the Year. We're not even discussing that.
I'm not talking
That's a
about
fake
that,
award.
bro.
That's not happening. DeMar DeRozan's minus 240 and the Bulls are a 9th seed. Like we're not talking. That award's not real. We're not talking about that one.
I'm not talking about that. No, who cares?
Sixth Man of the Year, Malik Monk. Coach of the Year, your Thunder legend himself, and Rookie of the Year, Victor Wembanyama. Do we agree?
Oh, okay. So Sixth Man, it was probably, I didn't really think too much about that one. So I'll roll with Malik Monk. He's been really good. So not mad at that. It was either him or Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway has been, Sixth Man is just, hey, you score a lot of points off the bench. You deserve the award.
Tim Hardaway has fallen off the face of the earth. Like when we did it last time, I think he was like the betting favorite. I know it comes down to more than FanDuel.
Yeah.
He's plus 12,000.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
What
about Russ? Where's Russ at?
Russ is not even in the top 5.
That's kind of crazy. But
yeah,
okay.
a little disrespectful.
But I think Malik Monk's, he's the betting favorite. So we'll roll with Malik Monk. Coach of the Year, I went either Mark or Chris Finch. I feel like it really just comes down to who has the 1 seed. But either one, I think, is easily Coach of the Year. And then what was the other one? Rookie of the Year? Yeah, Wemby. I'm not gonna waste my time with that one.
Dude, Victor Wembanyama is that heavier favorite. They don't even have odds on FanDuel anymore. That's how big of a favorite he is. Yeah,
there's literally no
0 point.
He's Rookie of the Year. It's locked in. I'm not even arguing that one.
So then there's 3 awards I think are worth of discussion, and that's MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and Most Improved Player. Everton,
Yeah.
is there one that like you really are passionate about, want to start talking about?
I'll be
I
honest.
imagine there's one as a Thunder fan.
Honestly, most improved player is one I want to talk about.
Ooh, okay, okay. Let's see if
I know
Everton can
me and
piss me off
you.
today.
Look, my most improved player is Kobe White, bro. It's so simple. I don't know. At first, people are Tyrese Maxey, bro. I looked today just to make sure he played enough games too. He's played 67 games, so that won't be an issue. Guys, the man averaged 9 points per game last year. He averaged 9. Now he's up to nearly 20. There's literally no discussion to be made. This is the most improved player of the year. Just
Yeah,
saying.
and not only have the points skyrocketed, but it matters more than just points, and that's why I
Mhm.
give Kobe White the edge over Tyrese Maxey because he also has 2.4 more rebounds per game, 1.8 more assists per game, and he's shooting better percentages from the field. Like he got more opportunities and his percentages improved. How is
Exactly.
that not most improved player of the year? It makes zero sense.
Honestly, it should be almost, I'm not gonna say unanimous, but this award could have also been kind of like whatever. It should have been because he's
Mm.
literally the clear most improved player of the year. I think
But
so.
Vegas disagrees. Tyrese Maxey is a slight favorite
Still?
still. And I'm gonna be honest, I think it just comes down to no one likes the Bulls. As a Bulls fan, it's just because nobody cares
Has to
about this
be.
team. If Kobe White was on the 76ers, he'd be a heavy favorite.
Like I don't because look, Tyrese, there's no hate to Tyrese at
Oh yeah,
all.
not at all.
I
Tyrese is
love
a dog.
Tyrese. But like going from what 21, 4-3 to 25, 4-5, like it's not a crazy enough jump to me to like argue against Kobe White. You could even say Tyrese Maxey should be 3
Mhm.
below Jalen
Ooh,
Johnson.
okay.
You could say that,
No, you could. You definitely
you
can.
know? So
And
like I said, all-star jump, do your thing, Tyrese, but I'm still going
mhm.
Kobe White.
and you can even throw Jalen Williams in that conversation as well because like he's emerged into a star for the Thunder.
Mhm.
And like my thinking is because when Embiid got out, Tyrese Maxey had to take that jump to like the first guy. And if the
Yeah.
76ers were to have more success, I would say, oh yeah, then Tyrese Maxey is the
Mhm.
most improved player because he was able to take that jump to prove he can be the guy that can lead a team. The Sixers aren't good.
Yeah, they're in
The
the playing
Magic,
now.
yeah, literally, they're in the play-in, and they might not even make the playoffs if Embiid can't get healthy in time, which is a crazy sentence to say. I never thought I could be confident in the Bulls making the playoffs, but we're here, we're alive, it's good. But yeah, it's just if Tyrese Maxey is able to take that jump, I would give it the nod to him, but I can't. I think Kobe White has to be the jump. It's better statistically. He's still been that guy for Chicago, and I know it's probably a little bit of bias because
Mhm.
deep, very deep Kobe White enjoyer. He's the only reason the Bulls fans have mental sanity this season.
Low key. Yeah. I'm not a Bulls fan like crazy, but they're my second favorite team. Without Kobe White, yo, this season,
I
oh
wouldn't be
my
watching
God.
games. Like I watch Bulls games. You know how hard that is to do when Nikola Vucevic is your starting center.
And it's not like 2019 anymore. It's
No,
2024 Vooch.
yeah, shooting less than 30% from the 3-point line, Vooch. Like it's not fun. It's deep
No.
trenches, but that's just dedication.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna save MVP for last. End out on a bang, and we're gonna go
For
Defensive
sure.
Player of the Year. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand on business. I'm not backing out of this. Victor Wembanyama is the Defensive Player of the Year, and I stand on that. Everton. Victor Wembanyama has the most blocks per game since Serge Ibaka in the 2011-2012 season, and he's as a rookie is already 42nd all time in blocks per game in a season.
Oh my God.
How can you give
Oh,
it to Rudy Gobert? I don't get it. I do not get it. Victor Wembanyama, like I was watching a highlight from the Grizzlies game where they had a fast break and Wembanyama was
I
chasing
saw
it,
that.
and they decided to not take the layup and pass it out, and the other guy had a driving layup opportunity and pass it out again.
I saw a
No one
tweet
has
about
that.
that.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert does not have that intimidation factor. He does not.
I literally saw there's a tweet. They're like, "Hey, Wemby might lead the league in blocks, but he might also lead the league in." Oh shit, I'm not going up. Like it's literally like you know how many plays I see where dudes just like, "Nah, I'm not going up. I'll pass. I'll pass." Like because they know the block's coming.
Yeah, and is Rudy Gobert incredible? Absolutely. But he's
Mhm.
not doing that. People are not like, are people intimidated by Rudy Gobert? Probably. They are
Yes.
not that afraid of him. Like, he's not even the best French defensive center in the NBA. Like, dude,
Oh
I think it
man.
should be Wembanyama. The fact Gobert is such a heavy favorite blows my mind. I said in the hot takes episode, and I'm standing on that. He also has 1.3 steals per game. He's a freak in nature, and he is clearly off eye test and statistically the best defender in the league. Yes, do the Timberwolves have a better team defense? Absolutely. but this is not a team defensive award. This is the best defensive player award, and I'm giving it to Wembanyama, and I stand on that. I'm not backing up. I stand on business.
I am for sure not mad about that. So here's the thing. I agree with everything you just said, right? Like
Mhm.
Wemby, I think being the best defender, there's nothing wrong with that statement. Here's the thing, right? And my reason why I have Gobert as winning deep defense player of the year. I don't think the NBA has the balls to give it to Wemby for two
Yeah.
reasons, right? One, the Spurs aren't good defensively. Like
No.
Wemby's on-off numbers are great for himself, but them as a team, it's not good,
Stink.
right? For Timberwolves, it's number one defense. That's already in Gobert's favor. But the
Mhm.
biggest thing, and this is weird thing that the NBA and like media does, it's too early to give it to him. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? If he's good already, why is it too early? Like I always ask people, all right, if a dude gets drafted in the NBA and he averages 40, 10, and 10, like his first season, are we gonna sit up here and act like he's not the best player in the league? Nah, it's too early, bro. You can't. No, bro. If he's that good, then he's just
Mhm.
that good. What am I supposed to do about that? So I agree with you with Wemby, and his numbers are, bro, ridiculous. And he's
Mhm.
like you said, best defensive player in the league, probably, right? But I just don't think the NBA has the balls to do it because one, the team defense is bad, and two, it's too early.
Yeah, it's way too early, but I'm just hoping they're also on the Victor Wembanyama meat riding train because he's been the guy even before he was in the NBA. So I'm hoping that's the agenda they want to push, like the Anthony Edwards hype train. So that's
Mhm.
what I'm crossing my fingers for. If it's Gobert, I'm not gonna cry about it because
No.
he is incredible, and this would be great for his Hall of Fame resume when he matched up for Ben Wallace for most defensive player of the year award. So like I get it. He's still incredible. It's just I'm really tired of the Victor. Like I can't believe I'm saying this, the Victor Wembanyama disrespect because I think he is clearly the best defender in the NBA. I mean,
I mean, to give some
who?
credit to Rudy, he's one of those Draymond dudes where his stats don't tell the whole story.
Mhm.
So I'll still give that to him because he gets a lot of rebounds and his block numbers and stuff don't show up on the stat sheet like crazy. But like you can, if you watch games, you do see Rudy's impact on defensive
Mhm.
end more than just like getting blocks and all that.
Yeah, and
So
I want to bounce off that because that is a very good point. You look at Jaren Jackson last year, who like led the league in blocks and was able to be DPOY. This
mhm.
year, he's not getting those blocks. Like they are not the same. So like I know it's not going to be, but you can make an argument like, oh, it's a Mickey Mouse year for Wembanyama, and he's just getting high block total. But it's just yeah, I mean, as you said, they don't have the oh shit, I'm not gonna take that per game statistic. So
I'm telling you.
unfortunately, it's just off eye test. I'm gonna give it to Wembanyama.
I'm not like I said. I am look, if it was up to me, I probably would have given it to him too. Pause. But I think the NBA is just like, I think the NBA is just like, we can't do that. He's a rookie. We can't do that, right? No. So I just know they're not doing it, bro. And the Spurs are just too ass.
Yeah, no,
They're just too
they're complete
bad,
booty
bro.
cheeks, which is something
They
that's gonna be.
suck.
There's a hot take we got, which I'm ready to talk. By the way,
Mm,
our last segment's gonna be fan hot takes, which I'm excited to react for. But there's gonna be a
mm,
take that comes up about the Spurs being ass, so I'm excited to
mm.
talk about that.
Okay, I'm
But
excited to hear that.
before we get there, we have an MVP conversation. It could be three guys. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
down to two.
Mm-hmm.
Everton, as an avid Thunder fan, is it your boy or is it someone else?
Yo, I was sitting here for a while just going back and forth between those two. And it's just so hard to argue against Jokic, bro. Is it just
Mm.
me?
No, it's
Like,
not. It's not just you.
it's so hard to argue against Jokic. Like, his numbers are always gonna be stupid ridiculous. His efficiency is always gonna be crazy ridiculous. And what are they the third seed or two seed? They're the two seed. Yeah, exactly. They're the two seed. So it's not like he's not winning games. They literally have one of the best records in the NBA. And he's been healthy. Like, it's so hard to argue against Jokic. And then with OKC, we're the one seed,
Mhm.
so I'm taking that. And Shea's numbers are crazy. He got like the most 30-point games or some crazy stuff. Hey, if you ever have to bet on Shea, if it's under 31 points, go over. If it's
Every
over
time.
31 points, go under. He's gonna get 31.
I love
Which
that.
is hilarious. But Shea's been, one of the best defensive guards, along with offensively being just, if you watch Shea hoop, bro, smooth. Not PG smooth, but smooth. So I'm gonna throw my bias in there, yo. I'm going SGA, bro. I just think it's
Thank
time.
you.
I think it's time.
It's just if we're talking about SGA, the big thing he has over Jokic is just aura. And aura is not really something you can match up. Jokic respectfully does not have aura, but you're going to see SGA dropping this 31, dropping the hardest bars in the post-game press conference, getting these skims deals. Like the aura there for SGA is just unreal. Like, and also like just a side tangent. This Thunder post press conferences are so funny. They're legit AAU
Oh my
teams.
God. I
Like
love it
the
so
one where they're
much.
barking and Jalen Williams, like both the Jalen Williams are really going crazy.
I love the post game so much.
But
Oh
it
my
really scares me
goodness.
because like I know when I'm 40, that shit's just gonna piss me off. I'm really not looking for like I want to enjoy it now while I can because I know I'm always like,
Yeah.
oh, look at these guys not focused on the game. They need to grow up. But it's awesome. It's so sick. I love SGA for that. The aura's there, and if Thunder get first place, I would love to see it go for him. But
Mhm.
Jokic coasting is still MVP, and the numbers are there. Like he's super efficient. Like he's really top four and plus minus while still putting up like insane numbers, which is hard to do. And I know this shouldn't come down to MVP, but we had an MVP conversation before, and the big thing you said that comes up in these conversations is narrative,
Yeah.
which is massive. And Jokic was robbed of an MVP last year. So I
Yeah.
feel like they're gonna have to make it up for him. And
hmm
even if he's top two, I think this can be Jokic's award. And man, Jokic is having I saw a podcast about this the other day and I love it. Jokic is having one of the best runs we've ever seen in NBA
Yeah.
history. Like we really need to start talking about it. He's gonna have like 2, 3 MVPs and arguably 2 chips in the span of 4 or 5 years.
Insane.
That's a top 3 to 5 run ever.
Yeah. There's been this huge conversation, and this is kind of a side tangent, so work with me here about like, people don't fear LeBron, which is bullshit. But anyways, like I feel like there's a difference between saying you fear somebody and like being like, I'd rather not play against this dude. Like feel like with Jokic, and I'm not even on like an NBA team, but watching him play sometimes, I'm like, I'd hate to have to like go up against this dude on a given night. Like
Mhm.
who we got tonight? The Nuggets. Ah, damn. Like
Yeah.
he just gives off that vibe, like, because he acts like he don't care, but like
Mhm.
the way this dude just takes apart defense is like, dude.
Best
And the
IQ
shots
in
he
the league.
makes
Mhm.
from back here, oh my, like,
Yeah.
come on, bro. What do you want me to do about that, bro?
Yeah, because
It's
that's a
nah.
bigger thing of why I've also give Jokic. I think Jokic just has like the biggest clutch. Not saying Shy's not clutch at all, because he can argue he's one of the best clutch guys in the league. But seeing
Mhm.
Jokic just bang from like half court against the Warriors, just throwing it like nothing. It's just like
Nothing, bro.
I think he has more MVP moments as well.
Mhm.
So it's just a rough argument for Shea. I would love to see
Yeah.
him get it, but my vote's still going towards Jokic.
And I'm not mad. Like I said, I'm just probably biased because I'm a Thunder fan, and I will admit to that.
I
So
don't even think it's biased. I think Shea has a legit argument for the award.
who's the betting favorite?
It is Jokic, and it's pretty convincingly.
And that's perfectly fine, bro. He deserves it. Like I said,
Mm,
I want to mention two other guys before we move on. Luca and Giannis.
yeah.
For Luca's case, it's winning. Now, if the Mavs can get up to like 6-5, we might have a conversation there.
Aren't
Because
they? They're not there right now.
are they six? They might be six right
I
now,
thought they were
actually.
6.
Yeah, they might be six. So Luca has a conversation because his numbers are ridiculous.
Hmm.
But it's always gonna be hard when it comes to winning. And then Giannis, Giannis, I'm upset because Giannis is one of my 5 favorite players in the league.
Uh-huh.
And it feels like ever since he won his championship, people just kind of like, oh, that's cool. Like they just don't care about like Giannis is low key having his best season, which is crazy if you think about how good Giannis has been.
Hmm.
And people are just kind of like, I feel that. That's cool. Like, are we just gonna act like 31-13 and I think 60% from the field? Just regular? Like, I don't get it, bro.
Yeah, that one just comes down to narratives because like with the argument of Giannis got his coach fired halfway through the season, like people are like,
Mm.
oh, the Bucks are catastrophic. Like
Yeah.
they're a 2 seed or 2, 3 seed. Like they're still been incredible. So narratives I think are a big one with Giannis. And as Luka, as you said, it comes down to winning because you can make an argument Luka has the best numbers in the league. And if you even want to go deeper about it, if the Mavericks didn't have Luka, they'd be in the lottery.
Oh
Like
my God.
I think you make an argument that Luka is the most valuable player in the NBA for that reason alone. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, Luca was the third guy. I mean, I know I said it was between 2 guys, but if there's a third one, I think Luca deserves all the love in the world for being in that conversation.
Mhm.
But I'm saying if you give if you give Luca a full season of having these athletic big men, this
Yeah.
would not have
Oh,
been a
yeah.
conversation. Like I think
Mhm.
Luca would have been convincing MVP because who else is getting Daniel Gafford 29 straight buckets?
I'm saying, bro.
What? Like
That
that's
was insane.
ridiculous. Love
Yeah.
Daniel Gafford, but never in the world
Mhm.
that I think he'd make 29 or something like that straight.
Insane.
And
That
that
was
just
that was
comes.
a crazy run.
You just give Luca some athletic big men. That can be a problem for everybody. Like I know defense is still an issue, but I love the Mavericks and I love Luca, but I love Jokic more, and it's his award.
Thank you so much for tuning into this segment of the 5 Out Podcast. I am Joey LeMaster, and me and Everton are so thankful for your guys' support. If you want to keep supporting us, please check out the full podcast on Spotify and follow our TikTok account. Both of those will be in the bio, and make sure to leave a like and stay smooth.